Welcome back to Sales Made Easy. It is your friend in business, sales, and marketing fundamentals, Devon Gall here. Today what we're going to be talking about is closing the deal. All right, how to make some money. But before we get into it, just a quick PSA, quick reminder. You already looked up sales training? Have a notebook. You can sit out there and watch 100 sales videos every day, but if you don't have a notebook, if you're not writing it down, you're not absorbing it, you're not being able to take it out in the field, you want to be top 10%, you want to be a top earner in your sales organization, of course you do. That's why you looked up this video. That's why you looked up sales training. That's why you're watching. So I'm just going to tell you how I did it and how I watched people either who did make it or didn't make it. Every single person who did make it, they took notes. They got real serious about their future. So take your future seriously. Take your success, take your growth seriously. Write it down. Be a great student. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how we're doing over here at Sales Made Easy. So, closing the deal, right? Very exciting. First, we're going to talk about the rules of closing. The first thing we want to remember is this isn't Hollywood, okay? So you have to understand your customer's needs and then provide solutions, okay? That's what closing a deal really is understanding your customer's needs and then providing a solution, okay? Not wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and all the closing the deal and all that kind of crap, okay? Just, you have to, during the presentation, you have to gather the intel, you have to build the rapport, and then you have to understand what the customer's really needing, what their hot spots are. So understand the customer's needs and provide a solution. Number two is confidence is key, all right? You need to know what you're talking about. You need to be an expert, all right? Because you're going to have to transfer that energy to the customer, is that confidence. Because if you're not confident, guess what? They're not confident, and they're not signing, okay? Next is C factors. You hear me beat this one to death, but this is the secret sauce, all right? This is the secret sauce of all sales. It's not an incentive. It's not a gift card. It's not some one-day blowout sale. It is freaking smile, enthusiasm, and eye contact. Smile, eye contact, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm sells, all right? Enthusiasm implies certainty. And sales at the end of the day is just transferring certainty, all right? Next is when you're asking for the business, you got to stop talking, all right? There's going to be an awkward pause. There's going to be an awkward silence. That's good. We want that. We want that awkward silence. The new hires, the new people, they want to fill that silence because it's kind of weird. It's kind of like not normal in conversation to have this gap of like you're talking, you have this great rapport with someone, and then you say, all right, do you want a morning or afternoon? And then no one's talking. So the rule here is whoever talks next after a close loses, all right? So don't talk. Don't start dropping incentives. Don't start doing discounts. Let the customer think. That's what's happening is the customer is thinking, their hamster wheel's turning one way or the other, either why they can do it, why they should do it, or why they can't do it yet, right? Or whatever their objection is that they're coming up with, all right? Next is KISS, don't kill, keep it short, keep it simple, don't keep it long, don't keep it lengthy. So the best way to do this is during your presentation, you're identifying the customer's hotspots. What's important to them, right? Because your product or service it's amazing, it's awesome, it has all these different features and blah, blah, blah and benefits. But don't sit there and just talk about all that because none of that matters. Only certain things matter to this customer. Each customer is different. And only these certain things that you've discovered during your discovery question phase, during your rapport building phase, is important to this customer. These are called the customer's hotspots. So we keep it short and simple by just talking about what's important to the customer. Next, we have the types of closes. The first thing is called the hard close. It's not that car salesman close that you're thinking. It's just asking for the business. It's all it is. The big mistake I see so many medium level salespeople make is they do this awesome presentation. They know everything. They're an expert and they keep it short. They keep it simple. They identify the hot spots. They do so great. but then they're like afraid to ask for the business. So hard closing just means asking directly for the business. Saying something like, it's super easy, let's get you set up, let's get you started right here, we'll just take your name, email, phone, and address, right? Something simplistic like that. And then you wait, you stop talking. You see what they say, right? 9 out of 10 times they'll have an objection. Even if you did everything perfectly, they'll have an initial objection here, and that's okay. We want that. That's a good thing. But we got to stop talking right here. Next, we have the soft close, which is the assumptive close, or the either or close. You're just assuming the deal's already done. So the best way to do this is like saying something along the lines of, do you prefer a morning or an afternoon appointment? Or something like, we can come over at 7 p.m. tonight, or we can do 10 a.m. tomorrow if that works better. You're just assuming the deal. You're just scheduling it. You're just implying that it's already like, it's obvious that this is a great deal. Let's get the formalities out of the way and go ahead and get this scheduled, right? So again, you need to stop talking at the end of this soft close and wait for them to either agree to it or come up with an objection. And that's okay if they have an objection. We want that, right? Now, the opposite of a soft close is something like, do you want to sign up? Do you want to sign up? Is this a good deal for you? Do you want to go ahead and sign today? That's not a close. That's begging. All right. Don't do that. That's the opposite of closing. So the next one we're talking about is the takeaway close. This is exclusive. This is only certain people can get this. Only certain businesses qualify for this, whatever you're offering, product or service, right? So now our company, we're not looking to sign up every single person. We're not looking to sign up every single business today. We're only looking for qualified people. We're only looking for a certain type of people that this makes sense for. This might be, it might be not the right fit for whatever reason it is, for the market conditions or the pricing or whatever, or maybe your business is too small or whatever it is, whatever your product or service solution is, it's not for everyone, all right? And that's okay to say that. You're not trying to sign up every single person. It's actually a great thing to tell people because now it's special. Now it's something that not everybody's getting, right? So remember that, or not everybody can get. A lot of people want it, but they can't get it, right? So remember, use a takeaway close. Next, we have these 4 things that are kind of together. It's got a little acronym to help us remember. FIGS, it's kind of a weird acronym, but first one is fear of loss, all right? This one is a very powerful close, but it's very easy to be completely immoral with this close, so we're not going to push that on this channel. We do not like liars, and we do not like scumbags here at this channel. There's plenty of other YouTube channels out there. I was just watching a YouTube channel who was saying that they're going to teach you how to be a 90% closer if you buy their book. So there's plenty of those other scumbag salespeople out there. We're not doing that on this channel. I'll teach you the right way to use fear of loss. Fear of loss means the customer feels like they're going to miss out on it if they don't sign up, right? So there's the right way to do it, and then there's the other YouTube channel way to do it. There's the other way to do it, all right? The right way to do it is a place of honesty, all right? If your corporation, your business actually has a deal with a time-bound or a limited time offer, it's like gonna expire at the end of August or whatever, or it's only good through the summer, like, yeah, tell the customer that you can use that. You can use that. You can tell them, hey, this is a deal that we're just running for this limited time. This is a limited time special. But it is such a powerful close that a lot of people that are immoral will just use this close and they'll just make crap up. And they'll say, like, if you don't sign today, then the deal's gone, right? And they will get signatures that way. But I promise you, you're not going to last in business. You're not going to last in sales if you're being a scumbag, all right? Things are going to catch up one way or the other. So just veer away from that. Stick to you. It's okay to use fear of loss, just don't do it in the dark way, right? Be honest about it. That's all you got to do. Just be honest when you're using fear of loss. Next is my favorite close. It's called indifference. It's the opposite of desperation, all right? So what is indifference? It means you just don't care. You're giving off that don't give a blank energy, right? So it's really tough to be indifferent though if you're only talking to 1 or 2 prospects a day, right? Because if you only got 1 or 2 prospects every single day, then you are desperate for those deals to close. You are begging those people. They can feel it. They can sense it on you, right? So the best way to become really indifferent is just to get in front of a lot more people. That's all you got to do. And play the law of averages, right? You got to get 10 people to talk to sign up 1. Well, that means you need to talk to 10 people today. That means you need to talk to 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, 50 people today. Get 5 signups, right? If you're talking to 4 or 5 people, you might get 1. You might get 2. Hell, you're good. You're charming. You're amazing. But if you're doing that every single day, you're going to be desperate, and you don't want that, right? So the best way to be indifferent, be the opposite of needy, is remember this simple phrase: some will, some won't, so what? Next. On to the next person. And make sure you always have a nice pipeline built so you can get on to the next person, so you're not sitting there trying to convince the customer to sign up when it doesn't really even make sense for them, right? All right, next is G, greed. All right, this is human nature. People are greedy. You don't want to be greedy. You want to understand the customer's needs and provide their solution. All right, but this is human nature. People are greedy. It's called the Jones effect, right? They don't want to, the neighbor's got this, they got to get the nicer one, right? And that is a reality out there. So you can use that to your advantage, right? You can remind people that you don't want them missing out when other people are taking advantage of your product or service, right? Because, 1,000, 10,000 people in this area already signed up for it, right? That makes them feel good and makes them feel like, well, if other people are doing it, I'm going to do it too, right? So a great example is like a new cell phone. Like, you've probably been caught in this trap yourself. I know I have, right? You got a perfectly great working cell phone that you paid off. Everything's great. You overpaid for that cell phone when it was new or it was a year old. And then the new cell phone comes out, and it has like 1 more pixel on the camera or something, like not really important at all. But like, and then other people have, thankfully I broke this myself, but other people are getting this new cell phone. The 15 is out. The 15's been released. Your 14's fine. Your 12's fine. But now the 15's out there, so it does work. So that, or else they wouldn't keep releasing cell phones every single year with like minimal upgrades and getting billions of dollars and millions of people buying into these new phones when their current phone is perfectly fine, right? Sense of urgency. You create that through your excitement, all right? You ask them, yes or no, does this make sense, right? I've showed you, I understand your needs, I've provided you with the solutions. I'm not going to sit here and let you think about it for 3 weeks and then get back to me. I have places to be, I have people to talk to. So you have to create this urgency with your excitement, with your presence, with your energy, and then get the deal signed, right? And lastly is the 3 golden laws of sales, all right? Number 1 is nobody wants to be sold. Number 2 is everyone wants to buy. And number 3 is nobody wants to miss out. So these things we just talked about, these rules of closing, these types of closing, these laws of sales, these have helped me tremendously make tons of deals, and they will help you too, all right? Hope you learned something today. Take it out there, take it in the field, and apply it. Let me know how it goes, all right? Appreciate you coming down. Love you all. Thank you so much. Now let's go make some money.